welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today I want to talk to you guys about Faction Academy 2.0, and basically we have a lot new additions to the regular faction server. We're doing a virtual shop. We're increasing prices in our shop. We're adding a bunch of different plugins. We're gonna have like a custom last man standing event. We're gonna do a lot of amazing things in 2.0, but that's really not what I want to talk to you guys today about. I want to talk to you guys basically about taking a step back and kind of like looking at factions in general, kind of like the big picture. And I was thinking, a lot of people have been quitting factions or kind of getting tired of the hardcore scene. It's kind of basically too hardcore for a lot of people. It takes too much time, too much effort to sink into a base, and then it gets raided so easily. I want to talk to you guys kind of the problems as being a server owner. You're in such a very tough niche. Factions is a very small community, but there's even niches within niches in Minecraft factions, and hardcore factions is a very tough being a server owner because you know, players come and go all day every day. They switch servers. It's very hard to get, you know, people who want to play on the same server for the entire map. It's very hard to do that. So that's why I'm going to be talking today about the minimalistic factions and how we can bring different elements within factions that are fresh and new and a ton of fun. So yeah, that's kind of like my perspective as a server owner. It's a very tough community. You know, people have been doing it for years and years, and we don't have that experience, so we can't, you know, we can't make a gun trawler or, you know, a woody craft server like that. There's just, it's not possible. I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible, but the amount of resources and knowledge and, you know, that takes years of experience to build. So we have to look at Faction Academy as kind of a smaller subset of a faction server, but we have to do it in a way that will bring new life into factions and you know, make it our own and make it creative and fresh and fun to play. So with that being said, to create something new and refreshing and to get you guys on the server and to have the most fun as possible in the least amount of time, we're going to have to actually take things out of hardcore factions. So that's kind of what we're going to be talking today, because you know, about the minimalistic factions is bringing back old school factions where it was much more newbie, it was much more enjoyable. The bases were bigger, better looking. People actually cared what their rooms, the base looked like. They had these majestic, you know, redstone contraptions and, you know, piston doors, and it was just a much more enjoyable time to play. And I think hardcore factions in a way destroys that. Because you're so worried about building defenses, you don't have time to make a awesome looking base. It's just a water tower. It's boring. It's completely stupid in a way. It's, you know, I'm dogging on hardcore factions because it is boring in so many ways. You have to know life building a base to actually be competitive, or you have to break the economy to be the #1, or you have to, you know, you have to exploit certain systems on the server, or you have to break Minecraft physics too. I mean, in factions is all about exploitation of certain capabilities. So what I'm going to be talking to you today is, you know, taking all that stuff out where we can come on the server and have as much fun as possible, record epic like castle attack videos, and just, you know, maybe do like scavenger hunts, like bring back the nubbiness, the newbiness in factions. And that's kind of what I want to do. That's kind of where I'm headed. I don't like no life base building or doing these raids that take 2 hours, I mean, or 3 hours. It's not the type of factions that I enjoy. I enjoy, small time, but really quality base building and having fun with other people. And I think that will bring back so many awesome elements into factions. So I hope you guys give this in consideration. We'll talk about minimalistic factions. I'll give you guys a good update on kind of what I'm thinking and showing you guys what that is. So definitely take it into consideration. So I kind of had some ideas about basically bringing it back, baby. I'm thinking about basically a 2.0, meaning Faction Academy would have two faction servers. One would be a minimalistic factions, bringing back old school factions. And I think this is really cool. I think it would be a really change of pace for a lot of people, and it would be a refreshing scene for a different style of factions. So I want to talk to you guys today about that, and then also in a Faction Academy 2.0, we're going to have the main faction server, but it's going to be a lot more smooth, updated. It's going to be a 1.8 map. I think you guys are really going to like that. But I want to know today in the comment sections if you guys want a minimalistic factions. I can't say that word. But here's a list of features that I've kind of thought up that it would be more of a Minecrafty kind of adventure style kind of very minimalistic. There wouldn't be a shop. TNT would be not craftable. Here's the explanation. This would be more of a build PvP trapping kind of laid back server. It would not be all hyped up raid, let's go raid, or let's like it wouldn't be that. So I'm just going to talk about the features. Lava flow would be disabled. There'd be no shop. And to make things easier, I thought of, man, you can't get the Nether Star without a shop or some kind of way of getting that. And I thought about the items without a shop that would be hard to get, especially if people went to the Nether and claimed like all the netherwart or the blaze spawners. So all those type of items like blazerods, netherwart, ghast tears, slime balls, those are the four ones that are semi hard to get without a shop, and those would be got by basically voting. And of course, the Nether Star would be a high vote. It'd be like 75 votes or something like that. And then Blaze Rods, that would be like maybe 5 votes. You could get them within the first day or two. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I want Slime Box enabled. Nether Portals Disabled. Hoppers Craftable. I mean, got to think about this is a laid back non-rating server. It's kind of bringing back the why we played factions in the beginning. Is it's kind of more of a community type feel. It's not people raging in chat. People are working together, trading items. It really does kind of brings me back to the first style of servers where a shop was the brand new things, or like the mining spawners. That was a new thing when I started playing factions, and then people started making hoppers non-craftable, and then all these updates and factions. It changed kind of the trajectory, not trajectory, it just kind of changed the whole flow of factions. It's more taking things out of it and then putting a lot of things in. This would just be kind of configuring factions in a way. It would kind of bring back a more of a Minecrafty feel, and I think that's kind of what needed. Most people get drained to factions where it's all about the raid, and you can lose all your items within a matter of minutes. Like raiding is so hard to get to that point of where you have the supplies and abilities to actually raid, and then everything you just work for is destroyed. So this is kind of taking it back, bringing it way back to the old school first start of factions. So let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see like a server, it would be like you go into our server and then you type whatever faction server this would be called. It'd be like Middle Mystic or like Factions 1 or Factions 2, whatever we name it. You can get to it by, you know, coming in our server. So let me know if you guys want to do this, because I really do. I've been playing hardcore factions on a 1.8 map, and there's so much cool stuff like slime blocks, villagers, you know, factions like limit so many things when you're doing a hardcore like raid server, because you can't of course you can't have slime blocks, you can't have any of that type of stuff that it messes with TNT and defenses and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm really excited for this. I hope you guys really will give this a good, you know, think and see if you guys would enjoy it. I know personally I would love this. I would of course play the raiding server, but this I think I would enjoy more, because when you're a YouTuber and you play faction servers, everyone is aiming for you. Like I remember when I played Guntroller and I was in the Nexus, and I remember people trying to raid us. Like the only reason I raided you because you're in there. It's like you're a huge target. You have a massive target on your head, and people just, it's kind of like the ego trip is like, hey, I just rated a YouTuber, you know. It's so I think this for me would be a lot more enjoyable. And then also I think we would increase the player's power, maybe by, I mean, you log in, you get 20 power, total power, so you can claim a lot more. And I think that would be a good feature, so you can go build and have fun, and it would just be a lot more laid back, and that's kind of what I'm aiming for. But of course we're gonna have that rating server up with a bunch of whole new plugins, reworking the shop, reworking, you know, new spawn. It's gonna be pretty dang epic. So we're not gonna have, I'm not gonna say the announcement date yet, because we kind of sped up the first announcement, and everything wasn't completely configured, and people were upset that, you know, things were a little buggy and stuff. We're not going to make that mistake again. We're going to have everything based like almost 100% done. We want it to be a smooth sailing ship. So I hope you guys considered coming back on Faction Academy, giving it another go. I'm going to be getting a lot of smaller YouTubers to play here, and I think that will help out the community a lot. You know, a lot more active, you know, YouTubers get on here, and we're going to have a ton of fun. We're going to do lots of epic recordings. So give it another go, give it another chance, and I promise this will be an amazing faction server. So thank you guys for watching, and definitely put some comments in the comment section below. I want to see what you guys think. So I'll see you guys next time.